Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to be working on our 3D animal paper sculptures. So we have a lot of drawing and coloring to do today. So let me show you how we're going to get started. First of all, I have created some tracers for you. So this can be a body. That's a body tracer. Legs. If your animal walks on 4 legs, you will trace this twice. I also made a couple of long legs, so like if you were doing a giraffe or a very tall dinosaur, you could use the long legs. And I did some short leg tracers, so if you were doing like a bug, like a ladybug, you would have to do 3 of these because ladybugs and all insects have 6 legs, not 4. Or this could be used for like a turtle. So here is what we're going to do today. You're going to have 2 pieces of paper, okay? One large square like this and one long rectangle like this. And you are going to trace the tracers. So I've done one here. I did a dog. So you're going to trace the leg tracer twice, the body tracer once, and then you would need to add a neck, a head, and a tail. So think about your animal, and that's what you're going to be doing today. All right, I'm going to draw one on here. See if you can guess what it is. So I'm going to start out by thinking about the shape of my animal. So for my animal, I am going to choose the short little legs. I'm going to trace them twice. I'm going to add feet. So the tracer only includes legs. It doesn't include the feet. Then I'm going to trace the body tracer in the middle of my square paper. And my animal is not really the shape of that tracer, so I'm going to make it a little bit better of a shape. So I'm going to do some erasing. I'm adding a neck and a head and a tail. I don't know if I could fit a tail on there. And now I'm just going to add details. I'm going to draw all the details with my pencil, and then I'm going to trace with a Sharpie. Now, I drew all these thousands and thousands, what felt like thousands of circles to create texture on the legs. Think about the texture of your animal. What does your animal feel like? The more detail you add, the better your project's going to be in the end. All right, once I'm done adding all of the detail with my pencil, I will use my Sharpie to trace all the detail. It's really important that you trace with Sharpie and that you trace really dark. So if your Sharpie's running out, you need to get a good one because you need to trace all your lines and trace everything really dark. You'll see in a minute why we need to do this. So I'm just tracing the first side, and now look, I'm going to flip it to the back, and if my Sharpie was dark enough, I should be able to see it, and I will need to trace it on the back too, because when you look at your 3D animal, you will be able to see both sides of the paper, and you will end up tracing and coloring both sides. When you finish tracing both sides of your animal, you will need to do the same for the legs. So you will trace one side, trace all the detail. Even if you draw 1,000 circles like me, it's going to be time consuming, but it will look good and it will be worth it. So trace all of that, and then you will have to flip it over and trace the back, just like you did with the body of your animal. Okay. Once I have everything traced on the front and the back, and I would trace that detail, then I will color. Okay, so I'm going to think about what colors I may want for my turtle. And I might get some different colors out. And I'm going to color. Take your time. We will finish coloring next week. The goal this week is to just get everything drawn. All your details drawn, get everything traced from one side to the other, and then begin coloring. If you do get the first side colored, like you see I've done here, then you would need to flip it over to the back and begin to color the back. Remember, I would have traced all that detail. I just didn't want to spend time on the video doing it. All right, have fun. Let's see how much you can get done today.